All right, get ready. This is
Yo, this is SoulJohn86 bringing you another video. Today we're going to be talking about my first impressions of AEW Fight Forever. Now, I will say this out of the gate. I'll get the positive out of the way. The game is a ton of fun. A ton of fun. I can't stress that enough. The game is a lot of fun. I will say this though, so there's a lot of No Mercy, talk and this is like no mercy, this is like No Mercy. It's actually not. There's well, let me not say that it's not anything like No Mercy, but it's more like Def Jam. Like I've said a couple times, just in other videos in the comment section, that it looks a lot like Def Jam. Same engine, mind you. The Aki engine was also used in Def Jam Vendetta and Def Jam Fight for New York. But as you can see, like if you go back and if you have Def Jam, or if you want to look at video on YouTube of Def Jam, you will see that there's a ton of similarities with the way that the players move, all of that. It's a lot like it. But the in-ring stuff is fun. The game, when you do like unsanctioned lights out matches, falls count anywhere, barbed wire match, all of that stuff is fun. So this isn't a situation where I'm not having any fun with the game. Now I'm about to get into the whole thing of like, will this type of feeling last with the game being so bare? The game not really having a ton of features. And not a lot of match types. Now, first, let me get into some gripes I have. One of the gripes that I have is when you're playing against a CPU, matches can end too quick. Whether that's you winning or the computer winning, matches can end a little bit too soon. I was playing Chris Jericho, and this is another issue that I have in the game right now that you're seeing. I'll get into this. But I was destroying Chris Jericho, and he ended up getting a special. Now, mind you, I hit him with a one-wing angel. I was doing everything to this dude, man. I was destroying Chris Jericho. He got his momentum. He was able to hit his special, and I couldn't get out of the submission. I got out of the first one, but I couldn't get out of the second one. But for the simple fact that I was like destroying the dude, it felt weak, and I felt cheated. It was like, but that doesn't happen a lot. After you get so used to playing 2K, when you play this a little bit, you do get used to some things. Oh, hold up. You do get used to some things because it is a bit of I would say relearning curve. Because it's like a familiar engine, but like after playing 2K for so long, I should have did a tag team move right there, but I'm talking, so the gameplay is not gonna look the freshest, but I don't really care. And see, I like that. I like how you could a partner can tag in, do the little sneak tags. I like that. But an issue that I do have with this game when it comes to tag team matches is, Beretta's got his special. See, I can't even. He tagged out too. One of the issues that I do have with the tag team part of this game is every single time you make a tag, every time, everybody gets into the ring, and then when it's time for them to leave, they do that. They fall to the ground and they roll out. I don't know why they just gave them that one animation. Is just to roll out of the ring. That's a little ridiculous. I'm just saying. I think that the ring should only fill up with all of the tag team participants when there's a submission going on or a pin attempt going on. That should be the only time that the ring fills up with everybody that's a part of the match. That's just me. That's just what I'm used to. That's what I'm used to even in real life. In real life wrestling, just because somebody makes a tag doesn't mean that that everybody just comes in and it's just like an all-out brawl. Look, Tagged him in. Beretta's in. Like, why? Why is Trent in? Come on. That's just ridiculous to me. Now, one of the issues that I have, another one of the issues that I have is the lack of match types and the lack of match variations. So like when you go to 1v1, it's only normal, lights out, falls count anywhere. If you go to tag team match, it's only 2v2. There's no tag team ladder match. There's no different kind of matches at play, and that just really sucks, man. It's a lot of stuff that should be standard in a wrestling game these days that it's not standard, and that's, to me, that's a big issue. And it all boils down to, you know, what were they doing when they were making this game? Like, I wasn't under the impression that the game was going to be lacking this much. You know, the creation suite, when they said it was bad, I was thinking it was just going to be bad in terms of 2K, because 2K is the king at creations. They're the king. So when you say that, oh, it's not as good as 2K, I'm like, well, not many games are as good as 2K's creation suite. So it's like, what exactly are you talking about? And here we get to really see the creation suite in this game. It's absolutely terrible. It is terrible. And I'm not even a guy that normally creates. I normally get the stuff out of the creation or out of the community creations in 2K. So this is coming from somebody who doesn't even create stuff. But even if I wanted to have fun with that, I can't in this, because the game simply doesn't allow me to. So you got a weak creation suite. You have almost no match types, really. I mean, now don't get me wrong, they have fun stuff in here. Barbed wire match is cool. The lights out unsanctioned match is awesome. Using the weapons, the blood in the game, it's all cool. Don't get me wrong, that part of the game, I feel like they nailed it. But man, like, what were they doing with the rest of this game, man? Because this was a game that they asked $60 for. And if you got the Elite Edition, which I did, they asked $80. But it was on discount on all of the platforms. I believe all of the platforms, they had this game discounted. So it's like, you know, that's still a lot. That's a full price. You paid full. We all paid full price for a game that does not feel finished. Road to Elite is not as fun as I thought that it would be. There's moments where it's fun because, again, the gameplay is fun. But in terms of a storyline being really cool, the storyline's not cool. It's not anything like what you would expect from a THQ series, like the SmackDown versus Raw games and, you know, stuff like that, like the Road to WrestleMania. It's nothing fun like that. It's very just bare, and it's just mediocre. Not that there's no fun at all to be had in it, but it's not what I was expecting. This game lacks a creative pay-per-view mode. And the reason why I always bring up creative pay-per-view is because they say that this is modeled after No Mercy. Well, if that's the case, No Mercy had creative pay-per-view, and this game doesn't. I understand that this is going to be a game that they're going to update over time. I get that. I really do. Ooh, I wanted to do something cool. I get that it's going to be a game that they update over time, but at the same time, we should have gotten a game that felt complete. We should have got a game that felt like it was worth $60, worth $70. I don't know how worth it this game is going to be in the long run with not much to do in it. There's really not much to do in this game. Other than exhibition after you're done with the storyline, and then if you're an online player, which I'm not an online guy at all, that's never been my forte. Also, there's like no one counts. If somebody goes for an early pin, it's always a 2 count no matter what. I'm just running down the list of the things, guys, so bear with me. Oh, that was a really cool move. But the game, I mean, the game still is fun. It has some little quirks here and there, especially with gameplay. But overall, the experience is fantastic, gameplay-wise, and it is fun. So it's like it's kind of like a I don't know. It's really tough to really analyze with this game because there's the gameplay that I've been wanting in a wrestling game forever, and we finally have it again. But it's a game that's lacking. And I know a lot of people, oh, they were going for the nostalgia and all that other stuff. Yeah, but you can go for nostalgia. You can go for, oh, we want this to be like No Mercy, but still make it modern. There's no excuse that we don't have handicap matches to choose from in the menu. But handicap matches are in the Road to Elite. There's no excuse why we can't have 1-on-2 handicap, 1-on-3 handicap, when 4 guys can be in the ring at once. Why can't we have Tornado Tag Team, which is one of my favorite things to do in a video game when I do tag team matches? We can't even have Tornado Tag, but yet 4 wrestlers can fill the ring at once. This isn't an issue of, oh, they weren't able to do it, because they wouldn't have been able to do the Casino Battle Royal if that's the case. They wouldn't have been able to do the Casino Battle Royal. So again, with this game, what it all boils down to is, did you get what you paid for? Because if this game was like $20, $30, this video would sound much different. This video would sound so different. I would be singing its praises with everything because it will have only cost me $30. And when I look at paying $30 for this, if that was the case, if I look at paying $30 for this, where I pay $70 for 2K, again, even with 2K, when you spend that money, as much, I have problems with 2K. But I never feel like I'm gypped from 2K. I'm more so frustrated with WWE 2K. But I never feel gypped. This, I feel gypped. Because, yes, I knew the game wasn't going to have a ton in it. I'm not an idiot. I knew the game wasn't going to have a ton in it. But I didn't know it would be missing simple things like Tornado Tag, handicap matches, tag team ladder matches. I didn't know it was going to be missing the key elements to a wrestling game that should be standard. They had an opportunity to give us special guest referee. We don't have special guest referee. The game is extremely outdated. Why, when I'm in Creation Suite, I can't even create the Battle of the Belts arena? Because they don't give me that option to have those ring skirts for Battle of the Belts. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's stuff like that where it's like, okay, what were you guys doing? What are we doing here? I understand the marketing behind this is, hey, this is like No Mercy. But even No Mercy had the things that is missing in this game. Even No Mercy had those things. So that's where the big issue comes with this game. Is there's just not enough here. It's fun. I actually like the graphics. I know I'm one of the few on that one. I actually dig the graphics. I do. So that's not an issue with me. I actually dig the art style. I like that. But the other stuff, I can't forgive it. Not when I've spent 70, with tax, this was like 73. I can't justify that. I can't justify it. And I think I'm about to lose unless this pin gets broken up. But I can't justify it, man. I can't. Yeah, that's it. I can't justify it. I just can't, man. So, it is what it is. I just think that there's a lot that this game is missing at launch. I know that they're going to update it. Trust me, I understand all of that. I understand that there's going to be more to this game. But why would you make it so bare bones when you ask for this much? If you're going to make the game not have as much in it, I think it's only right to charge about $30 tops, because if I'm being honest, this game is only worth $30. It would be a good $30, But a full price, I don't know if I can go with that. I don't. Road to Elite for offline players, Road to Elite is all we have, and we have that to do multiple times. What happens if we're bored of it during the first time we do it, or the second time we do it, or the third time we do it? And then we just go to do regular exhibition matches. What could help exhibition matches a little bit is create a show, create a pay-per-view mode. You have those modes in the game, you're solid. Without those game modes, not so much, man. Not so much. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it. I think that this game is extremely fun. I'm still playing it for now. I don't know how long I'm gonna be playing it, and that's the scary part. You know what I mean? Like, they're supposed to be updating this game, but we've seen promises like that fall through. We've seen it happen. It's not new that a company says, oh yeah, we're going to be making updates to this, we're going to be doing this and this. We don't know, because in the interview that they had, the Nick Saban guy, or Saban, I hope I'm saying his name right, but his name is Nick something. He was like the first employee of AEW. He worked with the game with Kenny Omega and stuff, and he said multiple times in his interview that the updates, it all depends on how well this game does. And like right now with the reviews, it's like, what does that mean? Is the game does it have to be well received, or does it have to sell a lot? What does that mean if the game does well? Like, what kind of updates can we expect? Can we expect major updates because the game is so bare? Do they have the ability to make it to where there's more than 4 people in the ring at one time? I mean, because I want to say the first update has to be a bunch of stuff. Sadly, the first update at least has to be more match types, but also more variations of those match types. We can't just have a regular triple threat. We can't just have regular fatal 4-way. We can't just have regular tag team. I was under the impression, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other people were, that we would have the basics, the stuff that we've been having for years and years and years. I understand them not having GM mode. I got that. I understood them not having a universe mode. I got that. But I can't forgive the lack of match types and the lack of variations of those said match types. When you click into 2v2 in any wrestling game, you should get a long list of what kind of tag team match do you want it to be. Do you want it to be tornado tag? Do you want it to be a ladder tag team match? Do you want it to be a cage tag team match? Which also, we should have cage match in this game. That's also no excuse. AEW has done cage matches before, multiple times. I understand them not doing the whole blood and guts thing, but we should at least have regular cage match. But we don't. Now, I'm passionate about this, right? So people are going to come to this video, they're going to be upset. The people who like the game and love the game and want to praise everything about it and nothing's wrong with it because it's AEW and AEW is great. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to feel like I'm hating. I'm not hating because I'm actually having fun with the game. I'm just simply saying that it's not worth the asking price. Is it worth $20 to $30? Yes. Yeah. $30, take my money. Take my money. You know? This is what I've been wanting gameplay-wise forever in a wrestling game. This is what I've been wanting forever in a wrestling game. But, you know, it is what it is. I think I am going to rematch this because I want to win. I was talking this whole time, but yeah. So look, man, for as long as I play this game, I'm still going to upload gameplay. That's not going to change. It is what it is. But when I get bored of it, I get bored of it until they do updates and until we see what those updates are. That's just what it's gonna. That's just how it's gonna be, to be honest with you. So yeah, man, if you have not bought AEW Fight Forever, I would say, if you're the type of person like me and you're like, look, I want to get my money's worth, I would wait until there's a sale, because there will be a sale on this game. I would wait. This isn't a game that you just go out and get. I had that luxury because I don't play every game that comes out. I'm a gamer, but I'm not like a hardcore gamer to where I get everything. You know, I don't play everything. I have an acquired taste. I really do. I play wrestling games. I'll play games like Spider-Man. I love the Spider-Man games, and I love fighting games. You know, and then there's games here and there in between that I'll pick up that might look like it's something that's worth playing. So with me being somebody who doesn't just buy like every game that comes out, I felt like, you know what, I'll do this. But I still feel like, damn, man, I spent way too much money on this game. I still feel like that. So look, is the game fun? Yes. Is the game flawed? Very, very, very. There's a lot of people that say, oh, well, we should have known what to expect. Nah, we didn't. Nobody said that this game would be missing all of this stuff. We knew they were going more arcade. Fine, I got that. But like we went so old school. We went to like 1995 with game modes, man. That's the thing that's crazy. They took us to 1995 with the game modes. That wasn't necessary. I'm just saying. It wasn't necessary. So it is what it is. I'm not too upset about it because, like I said, I'm having fun with the game overall. Overall, I'm having a good time. So I feel like that's enough. But it's enough for now, I should say. I mean, it's enough for me not to be like extremely pissed off that I bought this game. But that's pretty much it. I said I was going to get this review out. I got it out sooner than I thought, but I had enough time with the game to make some assessments. Before I didn't have enough time with the game to really make a fair assessment of how I felt. So it is what it is, man. I'll probably have more to say down the line when the updates come. But yeah, as of right now, very fun game in ring wise. I for one enjoy the way it looks. I have no problems with the way the graphics look at all. I think what I'm looking at right now looks pretty dope. That's just me. But this is somebody who I retro game from time to time, so I would feel this way. I'm not like, I love graphics. I love good graphics. I think graphics matter, but they don't matter to the point where I'm like, oh God, look at this. This looks horrible. Like, I'm not like that with this. I'm just not. But that's pretty much all I have to say, man. Let me pause it real quick. I'm going to win this match. I'm going to just win it off camera. But thank you guys for tuning in. As always, if you like this video, give me a like, give me a comment. Let me know how you feel. If you like it, if you think I'm hating, if you think it's all, if you think it's worth the asking price, let me know. If you're new and you want to swing by and you want to check out some of my other stuff, make sure you subscribe. But yeah, this is Soul Drum 86 and I'm out. Peace.